Mid-range.
I mean, you really just ain't got no pure three-point shooter though, do you?
I mean, Norman Powell got like an 89 3.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I know about Bi, but I'm trying to figure out
I
like
just want.
outside of Bi.
Nah. Ain't nobody just wet. But I mean, Norman Powell decent. Lonzo, all these niggas decent. Except man, Zion. But I mean, nigga, Baisley out there shooting that bitch like he Buddy Hield down there. Watch out. I'm starting to go hit this black, man. Oh, we definitely got to help mine do something on this black. Ah, shit. I should have quit. I know these niggas got this McKenzie nigga playing the on
The
McKenna.
same shit.
Man, I literally took this man clean out this whole floor. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna put Matthew Hurt in, bro, cause this man small as fuck, bro. This nigga like 6'7", trying to play the four.
Man, so he's sneaking in that junk. Alright, that should do it.
Mm. Watch out. Excuse me. Oh. Alright. We gotta come on the road. No, we ain't finna shoot no better than we just shot at the house, which was ass.
Alright, let's go.
All we can do is win the tip out here, man. Oh, hold up, man. Folks ain't got my full play art.
And he says he does understand while Kyle Shanahan moved up to number 3 and is looking for a new quarterback. The team has been counting on Jimmy G. They needed him last year. You know, they needed him the year before that. And he hasn't been able to do it. So if I'm the general manager, yeah, I'm going to go out and find another quarterback because we need that competition. It's a business, and they're trying to win games. And they can't really rely on Jimmy G to stay healthy. I mean, we don't know. There's an unknown there. So, if I'm the general manager and I'm the team owner, say, hey, look, we have to really put ourselves in the best situation possible. So we're going to go out and draft a quarterback. So we released another mock draft today. And it's I think it's interesting if the first 3 teams take quarterbacks. And Atlanta's got Trey Lance, who is seen as didn't play much in college. So you can really sit Trey Lance for a year. And if Matt Ryan struggles, nobody's going to demand he plays. Like if you had a Trevor Lawrence or a Zach Wilson or a Justin Fields. So if the Niners take Justin Fields, which now the betting market says they will, what does Atlanta do it for? Because I don't think they need a quarterback.
They must got like the RCD, the little Mocha Trojan. Okay.
It's kind of nice that he's a prospect that needs time to sit.
They could trade out of it too. Denver needs a quarterback.
Yeah.
They'll play with Carolina, but Denver's interesting.
Denver's really interesting. Carolina, Denver want a quarterback, but you're not going to make a deal with Carolina. They're in division. By the way, Joy's off tomorrow too. The whole show is, I was just told. Speak for yourself starts now.
Welcome to Speak for Yourself, delivered by Pizza Hut. Order today at pizzahut.com.
Come on,
man.
man.
Wiley, I'm Emmanuel Lacho, and I need your attention. Yes, you. Because if your team is considering drafting a quarterback in the first round, even the second round, it might be the best thing that's ever happened to your franchise. But it might be the worst. Why? Because competition It breeds excellence, but competition is also first.
Just let him go, man.
Now pay attention to me. 1992, the Dream Team, the most competitive team ever assembled to play basketball. Boy, did they have names: Karl Malone, Stockton, Michael Jordan. The list goes on and on. That team, that competition, it bred excellence. The closest game they ever played was a 32-point victory over Croatia en route to winning a gold medal. But if we want to keep it Olympics, 2016, the USA men's 4x100 meter relay. Boy, did they have some stiff competition by that man, Usain Bolt. And that competition caused them to fail in the first place.
Stop throwing stuff.
So much that they got the
That's not how you ask for nothing. You don't throw nothing at nobody. That's not what you do, Jackson.
It can make you fail.
Here.
And it can make you fail. So enter Jimmy Garoppolo, because we know the competition around him is going to be stiff. The 49ers and Morgan future to draft the quarterback. They made it abundantly clear. So what's going to happen? Will he excel? Or will he fail like Carson Wentz? Remember, Carson Wentz last year, the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts.
Oh my goodness.
Competition there. In 2019, Carson Wentz
that was tough, Mike.
63%. Oh, but the next year, after they drafted Jalen Hurts, he dropped down to 57%. Passing yards go from 4,000 to 2,600.
What's the play?
They shoot up from 7 to 15.
Oh my God!
Competition with Jalen Hurts caused Carson Wentz to fail. But remember, I told you, competition achieves excellence as well.
Oh, sir, please get out of the way.
The Packers drafted a man by the name of Jordan Love in the first round, and that competition caused Aaron Rodgers to excel. Completion percentage, it shoots up. Aaron Rodgers up to 70% passing yards. Oh, that's nice as well. A small little increase, but the big number is passing touchdowns from 26 to 48. You also see the passer rating shot up as well. So as I think about all the competition,
back up, bro.
Quarterbacks getting drafted in the first round, particularly surrounding one man, Jimmy Garoppolo, because the competition, it will be stiff. I got one simple question. Will the competition cause Jimmy G to thrive, or will it cause Jimmy G to take a dive? To answer that, I got to bring in my guy, Greg Jennings. G, you look good, my friend. You look good. But talk to me, G. Is Jimmy Garoppolo, with the stiff competition this year, because we know the Niners are going to take a quarterback, is he going to thrive, or do you expect him to take a dive?
So Jimmy Garoppolo is going to thrive, my man Acho. I loved how you laid out all of your points just then about the excellence and the failures. But when we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers, he's going to thrive. And there are three reasons why he's going to thrive. Number one being because this is what he needs for himself. He's coming into his two final seasons of his contract. He knows that he needs to play himself into another contract, a long-term deal, for whoever that team may be. Second, because the San Francisco 49ers and John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they want him to thrive. Because if Jimmy Garoppolo thrives, they benefit. We heard Kyle Shanahan saying in his presser, if Jimmy Garoppolo is mad, that's good. It bodes well not only for us and Jimmy, but our organization. Why does it bode well for them? Because they add trade value. They get so much more for Jimmy Garoppolo if he has success. And so for me, when I look at this situation, it leads to Jimmy Garoppolo having a tremendous season, not just because of himself needing it, not just because of the 49ers needing it, but because of what it means to the league at the quarterback position.
I'm so petty for not letting me click on Jackson Hayes. I'm gonna beat this shit.
He was drafted in 2014 by a team called the New England Patriots, and he sat behind a guy named Tom Brady, the GOAT as we call him. You think he learned a couple things there? You think he thrived? You think he was able to understand adversity right out the gate? Not just being a guy that he knew going in, I'm not going to play, but seeing a guy in Tom Brady take him under his arms as he got drafted and showing him the way in the ropes, also by kind of giving him that stiff arm, him being Jimmy Garoppolo, that stiff arm, saying, watch me do it, and you'll get your turn later. That's what Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have an opportunity to do. That's why he's going to thrive, because he's been in this seat just a little different from the end of being the draftee, being that a legendary quarterback. Now, I said legendary. He's not legendary, but he can be very legendary if he gets that team back to the Super Bowl and they finally get over that hump and actually bring it home.
Don't do me like that, 2K. Let me play some fucking defense.
Bucky, I gotta ask you the same question. In light of what you know about competition and what it can do to quarterbacks, what you've seen it do to quarterbacks, do you expect Jimmy G to thrive or take a dive?
Well, I think he thrives in the system because this system allows everybody to thrive. You go back and look at Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is 22-8 as a starter for the San Francisco 49ers. His touchdown interception ratio is 46-26. Passer rating 98.1. So all those things suggest that he is going to play well if he's healthy. And so that's really the biggest issue that the 49ers have with him. I can talk about, hey, he missed a few throws. Passer rating's at 98.1. That's more than enough to be able to win. The issue is he's missed 23 out of 48 games while he's been with the San Francisco 49ers. Can he get through a 17-game season? That is the only reason why Kyle Shanahan is considering moving on from him. He's not mentor ability is everything at the quarterback position. Franchise quarterbacks must be available. They must be around each and every week because they are the franchise.
But can we have story time real quick, Bucky? Because I think the operative word is going to come down to ability. The best ability in the NFL is availability. You know that, I know that, G. Get back to you in a second, but you know that as well. So let me tell you all that typically most of the time you get hurt when you're trying to do too much. When I got hurt all of my career, primarily I was trying to do too much. I'll take you back 2012 Combine. I come out with the likes of Andrew Luck and Russell Wilson and all those dudes. I'm down to 40 because I knew Buck. If I ran a 4.5, I'd probably be like a second round pick. But if your boy ran like a 4.7, he'd probably be a 6th round pick. I'm running a 40-yard dash. It's my second attempt. I'm running. All of a sudden I hear boom, boom, boom. I think it's my heels clicking. So I keep trying to push through. Next thing you know, I grab at my quad. I tore my quad off the bone. See, the competition of the Combine, it caused me to do so much so that I got hurt. I think Jimmy G, someone who already has a propensity to be hurt, that might happen again. Y'all saw me at the beginning of the show. Opening monologue, I mentioned the 4x100 meter team at Rio. Bucky, you're a huge track and field fan. 4x100 meter team, they're trying to keep up with Jamaica because Usain Bolt runs for Jamaica. Fastest man in the world. I told y'all they got disqualified, but what I didn't tell y'all was that the anchor leg for the USA, the person that had to directly run against Usain Bolt, he got carted out of the stadium.
What is this?
Why? Because when you're trying to do too much, sometimes
Why is y'all double team?
I'm just not convinced that he will thrive because, yes, he thrives when he's healthy, but what about his career tells you if he can stay healthy, specifically when it's somebody on his tail?
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. He hasn't been available in the big market. His injury history is one that prevents you from really going all in. But I will say this, and let's just bank on it, because he understands what is at hand right now. He knows that I have to get this done. If I don't get this done, I'm out of here. So the one way I can keep the young quarterback off my heels is by being on the field and making it happen. Now, you talk about doing too much because we all can suffer from doing too much. But I think this is a situation where Jimmy Garoppolo's experience and his maturity could help him. Understanding the system, really diving into the playbook this offseason because he knows what is at hand, that it can give him an opportunity to flourish when he's on the field. And if he flourishes while he's on the field, Kyle Shanahan is going to be reluctant to pull him off for the commodity in this new quarterback.
Now, Greg, I have to bring you back in. I got to bring you back in. Greg, I hate to age you. I hate to do that. I mean, you're a strapping, good-looking gentleman.
Oh my goodness, I'm out here missing hella free throws.
But I'm going to age you quickly because I just found out, bro, you played with Brett Favre and...
Man, don't. Oh my God, bro. These folks so fucking weak, man.
Aaron Rodgers was drafted.
Just say y'all ain't finna let me hoop out here, bro. What? Bruh, go. What your mom just tell you to do? Did she just tell you to go do something? No, bruh. I'm playing the game. I ain't mad about nothing but this bullshit. I don't know.
He was sure of himself. He knew exactly who he was. And
All right, Mike.
You have to understand what's at hand. And it's not so much that he's trying to play to remain a 49er. I think Jimmy Garoppolo can read writing when it's on the wall in front of him. He is not going to be their quarterback for the future, but he knows he has the ability to be a quarterback for a starting team or a team or an organization in this league. So when you talk about Brett Favre and having Aaron Rodgers waiting in the wing, Brett Favre knew who he was. He was sure of himself. He knew he wasn't going to lose his job to Aaron Rodgers right away, but he also understood that the writing was going to be on the wall. It wasn't going to change his approach. It wasn't going to change his talent level and his ability to throw the football and be spectacular. That's who he was, and that's who he is innately. So that's going to always be on display. When you have a guy like Brett Favre, and unlike Jimmy Garoppolo, because he hasn't won a Super Bowl, but he's played in the Super Bowl. When you've played in pressure situations, when you've been behind greatness and you watched it for so long, all out the Brett Favre, Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo having the opportunity to watch that, Aaron Rodgers having the opportunity to watch Brett Favre and how he handles situations. You learn so much, not only from sitting and watching, but just being around it. You hear things, you find out what you shouldn't do, what you should do. And so when I look at Jimmy Garoppolo, he's not going to run from this situation. He is in it, and it's up to him to solidify his future. That future may very well not be with the San Francisco 49ers. Now, you have to be a big boy and embrace that and be okay with the fact that I may not be here, but I know I'm playing to be somewhere else, and I'm playing to be a special player in this league, and I'm one of the best. He has to prove that to 31 other teams.
Well, Greg, you talk about pressure, so I'm going to pivot this conversation to the huge storyline that no one's actually talking about. Because Kyle Shanahan, he's the head coach. He's the one that's really making all of these decisions right now, and we have to acknowledge that he's under an immense amount of pressure as well. If y'all would have told me before the season that Philadelphia Eagles head coach Doug Peterson would be fired by the end of the season, I would have called you crazy. I probably wouldn't have called you worse than crazy. I may have called you outside your name. But Doug Peterson and the Eagles...
I don't think I made a fucking free throw this whole game.
No, I don't think so either. I'm saying, like...
Let me even make this more clear for y'all, because I just wrote a book.
So why did you
Doug
say you were
Peterson published a
coaching
book
last night?
August 21st of 2018 called Fearless, How to Become a Super Bowl Champion. The book was forwarded by the Eagles owner, Jeffrey Lurie, the same owner that ran him out of the building just 2 years later. So the huge story that no one's talking about is how much pressure head coach of the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, is under. So Bucky Brooks, you answer me this one. Just how much pressure is on Kyle Shanahan to get this right?
Oh, I think the pressure is neutral. I don't think anything changes. He wants to be a Super Bowl champion. And so the job of the head coach is to be able to look at your team and look at your top players and see where they are. I would like to think that he knows his quarterback. He also knows what the vision of the championship team looks like. So he has to assess, where's my quarterback based on where the vision is for what we need to get done to be a champion. Much like Andy Reid had to be able to look at Alex Smith and say, how far can we go? What is our ceiling?
Still there, Avery?
QB1. I think Kyle Shanahan knows what the ceiling is with Jimmy Garoppolo, which is why he may want more. He knows he can get to the Super Bowl and maybe win the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. If he wants to build a team that is dynastic, he may want more. And so the pressure is not necessarily on how they're going to do, because we see when he has a serviceable quarterback, teams going to win games. When he has Jimmy Garoppolo, he's going to win about 75% of his games. So he knows he's going to win. Can I continue to win with Garoppolo while I get the prodigy ready? Because when the prodigy is ready,
Oh, he broke.
the keys over to him, because he can take her to higher heights.
Sit there for an hour without communicating
Bucky
or
Brooks,
checking
you're
what's
exactly
going
right.
on.
100%.
It's two, ain't
I
it?
think that
If I have
Kyle
one-on-one
Shanahan does
Okay.
have some pressure
And
because of the pressure that he puts on himself and just the expectation that player is with.
I don't need that nigga to get going from three, man. He slick broke. You had a 2-pointer.
They're going
you know,
about
but I
this
thought you
together.
were
This isn't
today
Kyle
because
Shanahan
you
just
sent your
wants
flex,
his
you
guy.
didn't talk
No,
to me about your flex,
you
you
said
sent
something,
it.
Bucky,
So
that
I didn't
No,
look at
once
it,
you
I
get so
just
far up in the
looked at
basket,
the
foul,
box.
foul,
So
foul,
I was like,
foul.
okay, well maybe
ceiling
his
is
flex
for
was
Jimmy
him
Garoppolo.
talking
and
today or
yes, did he
something
get
like
them to
that.
the
So I was
Super
like, okay,
Bowl?
well let me
Of
just
course,
pull
he's
that
done
up.
that. He's proven that. I can be that
you know,
guy.
being
But
that
can you
he's
get us
not
over the hump
available.
and actually
So
bring
it's
the
all about
Lombardi
the
Trophy back
communication, and it was
to
the lack
home,
of
back home
communication,
with
and I
us?
was
That's
actually
what you have to do.
surprised
So with that, a
because
quarterback or the
you
head coach,
seem
who
like
is your
you
offensive coordinator,
know,
they
have a
need
lot of
to be on
integrity.
one accord.
And so
I
I
would
would
see that
expect different
with
from
Jimmy
you. Like I would
Garoppolo
expect
and
that
Kyle
communication
Shanahan
piece.
all the time because
You know,
he
reaching out to
lacks
me to let
the
me know.
Man, get it hold of somebody else, Mike. Man, quit trying to get that buddy on, get that nigga buddy on fire, man.
Damn, Jimmy, I don't
He
know
said
what's
he don't
going
want to
on
play
with
this
him.
game. He good.
Maybe we go back to New Orleans.
You were trying to fill a gap for the time being. That's what the 49ers were doing. They were trying to grab a guy that they felt like, okay, if we can get this guy, this talented, we can have something. Now they're going to go and get a guy that they believe in, and they're going to put their future in the hands of. That's reassuring to a head coach and a general manager.
Let me break this down succinctly for the viewers. So, because there's another option I think
but
that
again,
neither
I
of us
was looking
has
at that. I
talked
told you
about.
going to
None of us
coaches,
have
and I
yet to
looked
bring
at
up.
it real
Y'all
quick, and I
know
saw
when you
that you
come back
weren't
from a
in, so
grocery
I
store,
pulled
right,
that
and you
up.
load up your boot, you
I
load
didn't
up
even
your
know
truck
you
with all the
were.
groceries. And Greg Jennings, I'm sure
I
you've
know
been
that
in
you
this
had put
situation
in
before
the
because
chat
you
like
work out, and so
earlier
you are
before
I'm
going
having
to
to
that
slide
you
right
was on the
past
phone
me.
with your headphones, so you were gonna
you
try to
don't carry
reboot.
all that
But
bags
I
you
don't
can. You got
think
one
that
around
that
your
was
thumb, G. You got
around
one
the
on the
same
pinky. You got
time.
one
Wow,
around
good
the
one.
other thumb, one on the other pinky. You got about 15 bags on
Move.
10 fingers. But what happens, G, is when you try to put that 16th bag on a finger, what happens? They all fall. See, there's a chance that Jimmy G fails, and this new young
Please
quarterback,
don't.
whoever they try to go recruit, fails as well. There's a chance that when you try to have the most, you end up having none at all. I think that is a chance, that is a risk that Kyle Shanahan is taking. Lucky, let me ask you kind of succinctly, because, again, it could be my PTSD speaking. I never thought, as a resident Eagles fan, as a former Eagles player, I never thought Doug Peterson would be fired. You went to three playoffs in 4 years. He won the Super Bowl just 3 Super Bowls ago.
You know, just
so call me crazy.
definitely
But I
make
never
sure that
thought
the
Doug Peterson
communication
would be
piece
gone.
is there,
Is there a
because
chance
I was
Kyle
like,
Shanahan is out in
oh
San
my gosh, this
Francisco?
man been in coaching for
He messages
an
something
hour
different,
and he
like
ain't
Doug
said
Peterson
nothing
would.
to me.
No, I'll
So,
say this. He may
so
be
you
the
definitely
difference, and
don't
I'm a
want
friend
it
of
to
Doug
ever
Peterson,
appear
and I don't
that
say
you're
this
avoiding
respectfully.
calls
I
or
think the
anything of
difference
that
is Kyle
nature. So
Shanahan
I do
might be
have
able to
to
coach his way out of a
address
mess up
that
when it
with
comes
you.
to
This is
the
just
quarterback
a
position.
warning and
Because he
coaching,
is
like
an
make
A
sure,
level
like
play designer.
going
He can
forward,
take the
if
quarterback, and we've seen him take
I'm gonna give
any
an
quarterback
example
and have
like
success.
of something
I'm not saying
different.
they
Say
will
for
win at the
instance, you
highest
have
level, but the
scheduled
guy
training,
who maybe doesn't
and
cut
you
the
can't
mustard
get into
based
the
on
training
where
for
he's
whatever reason
drafted,
you're having
but I
system
certainly
issues.
believe that he'll be able to
You
figure
shouldn't
out a
just be
way
sitting in
to
the
play
training
winning
off
football, because the ace that he
for
always
hours
has in his back pocket,
because you
the
had a
running
training in your
game.
schedule
They
and
have
you
been
can't
able to
access
run
it
the
for
football
whatever reason. Does
consistently,
that make sense?
regardless of who the quarterback
You
is.
still need to get
If
back to
they give him a
business,
chance, he
communicate
will
with
work
somebody to let us
heavily
know
on
what's
the
going
ground game,
on
and
or
that will
something
give
so
him a
we can
chance to
try to help
continue to
you.
win, even if
If
the
not, it
quarterback, the new
appears as
quarterback,
though
is
you're doing
struggling.
something you're
Coming
not
from
supposed
someone
to
who
do.
spent way too much time in the casino and blackjack tables, there was
Cool.
nothing like the backdoor ace. I respect it, Bucky. Coming up, I'll tell you why the Browns will win the
Alright,
AFC
so
North,
I'm gonna
and
share
our
my
guest
screen
will
with
tell
you
me
really quick.
exactly why I'm wrong. But first,
Mm-mm.
will Aaron Rodgers be in Green Bay?
I'm close. I ain't finished that, John Doe.
Is handling the MVP. That's next. Speak, please, man.
So it's this. So this is your evolution plan. Your evolution plan is to get your account expert promotion. Do you know what you have to do to get your account expert promotion?
Choose better, be better. And now save when you order in the app. Subway, eat fresh.
So basically it's really easy for you, if you're somebody that performs, you do a really good job. You have to just meet 100% goals for 2 months in a row, but you also have to have enough productive hours. So I don't think this month's going to count for you because you have to have 50 to 52 hours, say. You have to have, I want to say, 80 hours.
Oh, he bit. He knocked it out.
The chicken or the egg?
Stop, Jackson.
The question isn't which came first. It's which comes with peanut butter. Duh.
We know it's going to take many forms of energy to meet the world's needs while creating a cleaner future for all. At Chevron, we're lowering the carbon emissions intensity of our operations, investing in lower carbon technologies, exploring renewable
Take 3 niggas to box that man out.
We work hard to care for the homes we love, but it's only human to protect the one we share.
Stop.
Let's go.
So you get from college, then BAG.
I'm scared. More phones, more fun.
Phone it in to 1-800-FARMERS to get policy perks like a home and auto bundle discount.
I'm phoning it in, just save 20%.
Get your policy perks by calling 1-800-FARMERS. Go ahead, phone it in.
We are Generation E. Awesome! The battery that charges fast, has more energy than this. We want smart, clean, and safe. Powerful.
They don't like calling foul for Zion. Don't lead this man.
This might just be the greatest season of all time. We got Getty, Joey.
He got it.
The all-time fan favorite.
Seriously, I'm good fine.
Oh my God. Come on, bitch.
When you get hurt,
Oh my God.
you call. You say call me. 800-800-4600. They know what it takes to get you the most money after you've been injured.
When our client was hit by a dump truck, we recovered $800,000 so he could get medical treatment.
We recovered $1 million for a family that was hit by a tractor trailer because their injuries will last.
I ain't even want to jump for real, bro. I ain't want them for to call them foul on me.
800-800-4600.
We all have our reasons for doing what we love.
Oh.
Personal reasons. Professional reasons.
Why do you
Oh,
keep
my
on
goodness.
throwing stuff at me?
Sometimes no reason at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the
Alright,
reason is, as long as you do it full throttle. Bad boy. Mo with an attitude.
What the fuck, man?
So you have to have
The Universal Championship
8
Triple
hours.
Threat has reshaped
8
WrestleMania,
hours
and
worth.
Edge is more dangerous than ever. But how will Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan retaliate? It's an all-new Friday Night SmackDown live at 8 Eastern on Fox.
Oh, what a step.
Oh.
Come on, man. God damn.
Which would have given him a long-term security in Green Bay. Now, Packers CEO Mark Murphy was asked why the team would not want to ensure Rodgers is their quarterback beyond next season, and he said, quote, "I'm not going to get into specifics. Good try, though." Well, Bucky and former Packer Greg Jennings are back, but fellas, I got to get this one off my chest. No team in the history of sports has wasted a star player more than the Packers have wasted Aaron Rodgers, and I fervently
So you would need, it has to be back-to-back months, so this month will make you look completely. So that means April and May, you need to make sure that you're here. Hopefully, nothing happens and prevents you from working, but as long as you work
Man, dog.
normally, you just take like a day off or 2 days off, I'm not gonna stop you from hitting 80. But taking, 14 days off like you could, definitely hurt. But as long as you hit those and you perform and you're over 100% to go, you will absolutely get that promotion, and it just changes you from associate expert to account expert. And so you get a different title and you get a 3% raise as well.
I can't believe Schroeder made that, bro.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna focus on, and I put the due date for it.
We'll talk about the likes of Dan Marino. Not until later in his career did he have a top-tier defense. If you want to switch sports, we'll talk about the likes of Kevin Garnett. He never got pieces, so he had to leave and go to Boston to get a ring. But when talking about the here and now, when talking about the great that is Aaron Rodgers, I am fervently convinced that the his career. But Greg Jennings, you played with Aaron Rodgers. You played with the Packers. So what say you? How bad are the Packers wasting Aaron Rodgers?
You'll get the
I think that they
promotion
wasted
sometime
some
in
of
June.
his
They'll
career,
let
but I
you
think
get a
more
raise.
than anything,
Change
they
your job.
relied on his talents far too much.
So yeah, so I think that you can absolutely do it. And this is just basically what you do everyday
And what I
practical
mean by that, when you
experience,
have a transcendent
taking
player and
calls,
a player that has
providing
the
opportunities
ability
to
to
experience these call
impact
types
a
and
game and
perfect
just completely take
customer
over a game
interactions,
with his
learning from
arm
others is
and
20%
legs,
of
the
the
way
He don't want
Lamar
that.
experience.
Jackson has
Weekly
been able to
coaching
do
sessions
for so
provide
many
opportunity to
years,
receive
you
feedback on
fall
behavior
complacent to
that
that.
can
You
improve
fall
results
comfortable
and on
to
overall
that. And
performance
you
during
think
it.
that I can
And
just give
then
him
formula
anything and
learning will
he'll
be
make
different
it work.
cornerstones that you're
That's
assigned
where
Oh
the
no!
Rodgers have gone
courses
wrong
and daily reviews each
for
week during
years
each week,
as
providing
of late.
opportunity to
It
increase
has
their
not
Oh
knowledge
worked.
and promote
So
no!
I
product
can't
service
say that they
promotion.
completely wasted
All
it
of those
because
things
it
together
has
will
worked
help
for
you
them in the
achieve that
past,
promotion.
but it
And
has
once you
not
get that
worked
promotion,
up to
then we'll
this
work
point.
towards your
Now, when
senior
we move to
expert,
date,
which is
and
about
Get
to
back,
change
Jackson.
to
Here you.
light
my
expert.
opinion of
That's going to be
his
the name of
contract
senior expert here soon. We'll
restructuring
start working
and
towards
and
that
his
once you
future
Fuck.
solidifies that, I think that Aaron
stop.
got it all wrong. When
Stop
you
it, Jackson.
have the opportunity to be a part of, and
Go
I'm
on
talking
somewhere.
Mark Murphy, and
Man, he's trying to
specifically
run you,
the
man.
Brett
I don't know
Favre
what's wrong
saga
with this
that they
man.
went through that I was there and I lived that.
Win the quarter,
This
win the
guy
game,
got
man.
Man,
Simple
that's
as
the
that.
kid's going to
all-time
be on
great
the
with
couch.
that Hall
Come
of
here.
Fame
Come here.
quarterback. You
You want
allow
him to
him
see
to
you?
bow out. You give him what
No,
is
okay
needed.
then,
And
so
I'm
go
not saying
on then.
you just completely kneel down and put your hands out and say, Aaron, whatever
Go
you want,
on,
we'll do.
man.
I'm
Oh,
not
poor
saying
team.
that. But you answered the easy question. If he
He's over
wants
here
to have
acting
some
up.
solidifying
Why you not
factors
getting up
put
with your
in place,
brother?
or you saying that I'm
Alright,
Oh,
solidifying
good
and then
move.
on
Drop the
5
ball,
and 6,
man.
we're
Fuck.
gonna
sure.
create
We've
your
heard
new
it before.
action
When Matt
plan,
LaFleur
which is
got
just that
acquired
for
as
us
the
to
head
see
coach, he immediately said Aaron Rodgers is the guy. I love this guy. Even
you
last
do
year,
perform
going into
really
the
well
season,
enough
Aaron
in
Rodgers was like,
MTS. I'm
even
not
right after
concerned
the
about
season,
your
this past
experience and
season,
behavior.
immediately Matt
Yep,
LaFleur
your
and
plan
all
is gonna
others
be around
were speaking
Adelon.
highly of Aaron Rodgers being the guy
We're
moving
gonna make your
forward. But
plan.
now, as of late, the conversation has changed. The
Oh, still
answering
that
Yep, we're
Lonzo,
questions
gonna
you
make
right
your
and
there.
the way
plan
they responded to questions have
around making
changed,
themselves
which
offer on
leads
all
me to
eligible
believe
accounts.
that they are
So that means
changing
all
their mind.
current
Well,
accounts
it's
you
not
should be
even that
making
they're changing
themselves
their
offer
mind. They
on.
have already
I'm
made
gonna
up their
send
mind
you
that they
a
want to move on from Aaron Rodgers and giving Jordan
Stay on
Love
the
an
three-point
closing
line,
opportunity
bruh.
to
script. I
showcase
sent it
his
to you guys
talent. And I
before, but
believe
this will
in that
help you
NFC
with
Championship game, that faithful fourth
stop.
down from the
This will help you
8-yard
with
line,
making
them
offers. I mean,
kicking
he
that
keeps
field
messing with
goal,
everything.
that
He keeps
decision
messing
being
with my
made by
watch.
Matt LaFleur, and you have a guy like Aaron Rodgers
It'll help
who's
you with
always
making
on top of managing games and
sales
knowing
offers
situations and feeling like I can
consistently,
do this, I
and
can
it
make it
includes
happen,
like your
and you made that
tenure
decision not to put the
statement,
ball in his hands,
um,
that, my friend, he does not want hanging over
and
his
your
shoulder
NPS
for the
question
remainder
and
of
all
his
that good
coaching
stuff. Like
career
if you
in the
want
Green
to
Bay Packers helmet and uniform. Now,
Don't push,
tell
God.
him to move on,
That's a
man.
great foul.
I'm
He made
top.
the right nigga to see that
I just
man.
hold my hand straight up.
respond, Bucky.
Look, man.
Brian never
Make
seen
him
this
You
shit.
guys
move
are
on.
big tough guys, big
Let
former
him
football players,
work.
but I can't
Here.
believe you guys both think of it like that. Can you say it quickly? Because I just don't understand why are we
Oh,
criticizing so much. Like, oh, we don't
Sure
want
fouled the
I
right
was
do
gonna.
knee.
that. Oh,
Okay,
we
so
need to
we can
do
God,
that.
just
He said all
I know
these
who I need to
things.
foul
We
then.
can't make
Perfect.
him get upset by bringing another guy into the room. Let me understand. Let me kind of if you're on game in terms, I think that's Acho's term. So here's what happens with the Green Bay Packers as it relates to Aaron Rodgers.
Let's go.
Aaron Rodgers from
I didn't do nothing.
2016
Oh my
to
God.
2019. Did you know that each and every year his completion percentage and passer rating were declining? And so if you're management, you're looking at a 36-year-old quarterback, he was 37 when the draft came around, a guy who is showing you diminishing returns. At some point,
Oh
you have to
my
get
God,
somebody
bruh.
good that can play quarterback. And so what the Green Bay Packers were doing is
Yep,
they were
so
making
the only
prudent
thing is
business
just
decisions.
to
One that paid off for them when Brett Favre was also declining and struggling.
just to make
And
sure
I know
you
what you're saying.
pause.
Yeah, but he just came off an
So great
MVP
job
season. If they
reading
had given
it
him some more
back
weapons,
to me.
who knows
Just
what
make
would
sure
have
you
happened.
pause after you
I
make
get
that sales
that.
offer
And
to give
normally,
an
right
opportunity to say
before
yes
you
I
or
pass
no
needed
away, you
before
that
have
you
one.
one
continue
resurgence of
reading
life,
it.
Needed
and
that
then you
one.
fall off.
But
And so with
that's a
Aaron Rodgers,
great
he
script
had the
to just kind
MVP
of
season.
start
But
you
let's
out
not.
with
He's
offering
37. He's going to be
consistently.
38 years old.
And
He's
even
not going
if
to
there, I
play
mean, you can do it on every call. If they're delinquent and they're interested in it, you just let them know, like, once you pay your bill, if you like to pay your bill with me today, we'll go ahead and lock this off screen.
The contract expires in 2023.
So if you want to do it on all calls, you can, but I'm only going to be looking for you to do it on current accounts. I am checking right now just to make sure we got a free tablet offer right now.
Gotta come here.
Hold on.
Gotta come here, man.
You're vexing me with that opinion, and here's why. Bucky, the Packers have been to one Super Bowl with arguably are inarguably the most talented, not the best, but the most talented quarterback the game of football has ever seen. Between Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, the Packers have won 2 Super Bowls and been to 3 Super Bowls over a 30-year stretch. I don't know if these are prudent business decisions or ignorant business decisions. But the other thing I draw issue with is this. I'm not going to opine, if you will, or even notate Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, one of the richest men in the world, if he happens to lose a couple $100 million. Because a millionaire who loses a few $100 million.
Oh, Porzingis, you could block that, bro. I promise you can.
Aaron Rodgers in 2016 declining.
I'm telling you, man.
Better
Don't have kids as long as you can, just because you might have
40 touchdown
anyway.
season.
So
Aaron Rodgers in 2016 is declining from a
Pro
Bowl caliber season. So I don't know if I can give the benefit of the doubt to the Packers. Let me remind you, Bucky, the same Packers that haven't drafted a receiver in the first round.
Is he still cut?
The same Packers who haven't drafted a skill position player in the first round. Aaron Rodgers was drafted. Oh, wait, they did. That's on me. Jordan Love, the quarterback to replace Aaron Rodgers, is the only skill position player that the Packers have drafted. So, Bucky, I don't know if I trust the Packers to actually do Aaron Rodgers right.
She is funny. Oh my God. They ain't been able to break her yet. Oh my gosh. It might be over.
Even more narcissistic. Greg Jennings has spent time in Green Bay.
Hello.
I spent 3 years up there, and everything about
What up, though?
Green Bay is about Title Town. And Title Town doesn't come from this
Man, shit, hell no.
It goes all the way back to Vince Lombardi.
Oh, shit, I gotta check, make sure I still got some more of that cake meat shit. I think y'all nigga ran through this shit low key.
I sent you 3 offers right now. All 3 of those are free.
I bet. I'm hit you right back.
One is Samsung.
Ran through this shit.
Building the best team. And I know you guys want to just let Aaron Rodgers do everything, change the decor in the locker room, pick all the players, decide what we're going to eat for lunch, and all those things because he's a star quarterback. But that's not how it works there. In Green Bay, it is about the team and what they're trying to do is to build the best team. They want the team to be able to succeed with Aaron Rodgers and without Aaron Rodgers. Because at some point, we know this. The Aaron Rodgers era is going to end. And the job of the general manager and the president is to make sure that their franchise remains a viable contender. And so I understand Aaron Rodgers has a couple of degrees. But we don't worry about that part. It's about the next decade.
Let's go.
Can you build a team that is sustainable for the next decade? Well, the Packers are trying to get to the Super Bowl. But a team that was just at the Super Bowl.
Bro, everybody want to call my phone right now, bro. Hello?
And I'm going to tell you exactly.
Oh, yeah, but I'm kind of busy, though. What you need? Alright, bet. Give me. Alright, you said cash app, you mean Apple Pay, right? Alright, bet. Give me like 5 minutes, I guess.
Things are gonna go surprisingly
Alright.
great. Like State Farm surprisingly great rates.
What's up, family?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
My car is my after-work decompression zone. So when my
Don't file, man. Don't file, please.
Safelite Auto Glass, they have exclusive technology and service I can trust. Safelite repairs
The new Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich with brioche buns, mayo, pickles, and a quarter-pound filet as far as the eye can see. Get comfy, it's gonna be a while. This thing's huge. Get the new Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich for just $3.99. It's finger licking good.
Just to let her know what you're doing. If you're calling her, just call her.
Say, come on, brother. And one! Come on, man.
We didn't stop in We didn't stop in storage or cloud. We kept going, working with our
You can leave it outside.
technology that can guide astronauts back to safety and helping the hospital come to you. Instead of
Let's go.
So when it comes to your business,
They didn't just do that to me, though.
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear nothing you said, hold on 1 second. Hold on, just. I'm sorry, what did you say, ma'am?
Damn. This is too deep. Alright, too far out.
And them folk out there and cleared the benches like this junk over with, bro. What are they doing? Why is look McKinnon, my rookie point guard? Who is that?
I'm sorry. So you said you would do what now to make it right? Uh-huh. Okay.
Got 2 timeouts.
If you don't mind, could you go get me another one? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's my Instacart order. She forgot my chicken, which is why I ordered it so that I can have something to eat. Hold on, Justin. Well, she didn't forget it. She said that she accidentally gave it to these other customers. Jackson, get off my computer. She accidentally gave it to a different customer. She had to deliver another order. Figured it mine.
Mike, just let me inbound the ball, Mike. It's over, Mike.
Yeah, play to the
God
end,
damn,
man.
fool. Let me get out of here with this one, Mike. Oh, good game, man.
Yeah, that was good.
Fight.
That was a good
Thank
one
you,
right
buddy, for chilling out just a little bit. He sure was slick cold that game.
Yeah, I gotta see them stats on there.
Oh my goodness, bro. He still led the team in scoring 17. He had them late few threes. He knocked down. Jesus.
I see them rebound. Let me see what them stats like. We hit the same amount of 3-pointers that guy. Damn.
Yep, 12 for 36, 12 for 25. Shit. We shot a decent percent. We actually shot a decent. No, I can't say that. You know, I shot 56% from the free throw line, but we shot a lot of them junk though. Let me see, bench points. Rebounds was around the same. We didn't get folks a million second chances. Alright, man. Alright, I gotta man, get this baby right. She ain't trying to run again like round 6, 7, something like that.
Shit, I'll be back home because I got the Grizzly guy tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
After this jump.
Oh yeah, just hit me then. We can work something out.
Alright then.
Alright, bet.